away the stress. You don't make no clap back when you back. That's when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts, if the money low, I'ma grab. Brown man, when it come back, I'ma give it back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in a sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet pointed car.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we start. Step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Yellow, I'm the little lady. Hey, tight end's right. One tight end.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Defense, let's go. Kill. White Monday down. 6-18.
Here's Carr to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
With that impact, I fully expected the ball to pop free. I still remember an old defensive back friend of mine. He used to say, guess what? Even if they catch the ball, make sure they have a memento to take back to the sideline.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The throw complete here to Williams, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw, it's Carr. He may try and run. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Carr, and he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
180. 180. 694.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Hey, Mike's 7.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Game situation. Let's go.
Purdue.
44's Mike.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Right now. 180.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing now is Carr. To Thompson on the screen. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday. Night.
That's it. Big hit.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Man left, man left. 4 down. Check.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Davian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Begin. Check.
Tight off. This right, Chief.
Hand off to Thompson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit, and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now.
Check. 59.
180. 180. We're good. 180.
On 1st down, Carr. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 50-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give it here to Thompson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 1st down, Thompson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Carr toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for a cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Noah Fant with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mahomes now to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught, Watkins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal at the 1 yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Kill.
Check. OP.
Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo, Express.
I got him.
On play action, it's Carr, and that'll be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now here's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Push him back. Set. Hey, Charlie. Check nickel.
Carr gonna throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Hey, orbit. Down. Express.
They'll run on first down. Thompson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr over the middle. He's got Tyrell Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
What down? 180.
59. Hey, let's get off the field, D.
On first down, it's Thompson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Sunday, down. 280.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run.
93.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Carr now to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score.
Well, Parker, go ahead and strike up the band. Cue up the dance moves. AB is in the end zone yet again. And that's not a surprise at all. His ability to turn something into a bigger play after the catch, that run after catch, one of the things that helps separate him as one of the elite receivers in the NFL.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Chiefs.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Williams. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46, past the 20, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin the drive with Williams. Benny Logan in there on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. That's Watkins. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We're good. 180. 618. 44. Hey, Foxtrot.
Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
What down? 180.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Watch the run.
Again, a run with Thompson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Raiders on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Williams. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 34.
44 is the mic. 46, 37.
From the gun, it's Carr. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From midfield, here's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And the return will stop right around the 25. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught over the middle by Fant. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Carr now on 1st down. It's Williams on the catch. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. They'll turn to Thompson. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Chris Thompson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. 30, 10, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 45 yards, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Raiders 35. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Now, 180, 734.
Watch the pass, watch the pass.
To throw is Carr. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
At the 43-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. That's a line.
Walk 54, walk 54. Drop deep, drop deep.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop, and your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now I can juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash.